Welcome to the BEATNGU channel. We contend that the creeper hunts more often than every 23 years. Is this possible, considering the rules that he's bound by and the powers that he has? Yes, it is. When he hunts, is it always to feed? No, it is not. We believe the creeper's truck plays a vital role in his existence during the 23 years between his feeding cycles. And before it was the truck, it was likely a horse and/or wagon that were the creeper's resource of choice. Today's video is not intended to be controversial, and we're not here to make up information about the creeper, but rather to present this information and facts to you to help you decide what you think. So imagine a scenario where the creeper is underground, unable to eat, yet he's still able to send his truck out to collect a victim. The truck could sit with doors open, ready to impale or ensnare a victim, then be returned to the creeper where he could collect his bounty. In this way, the creeper could exist, bound by the invisible laws that enslave him, and still create, build, and keep himself occupied during the 23-year time periods between feedings. So we have to ask, do you think this is possible? Not that it is a fact, but the question is it possible? Now there are two facts that we must depend on to be true in order for this theory to be possible. First, the creeper must be awake and active during the 23-year periods between his 23-day feeding cycles. And second, he must be able to move things with his mind. Now, if you haven't kept up with our other videos, go check out this video first, which offers information that we believe provides enough proof to consider these ideas as truth. In short, the creeper has accomplished way too many things to only be active 23 days every 23 years. Additionally, he can clearly move things with his mind when he's a great distance away, as we've witnessed the knife flying out of Jack's hand and some of the booby traps in the truck being activated when the creeper isn't present. So if we believe the creeper is awake and active for the 23 years between his 23-day feeding cycles, and we believe he can move things with his mind, then it is likely that he hunts all the time. Now the creeper's truck could be close enough for him to activate the weapons and then move it remotely to join him underground where he could collect the bloody cargo, even if he wasn't able to feed off of that cargo. So in our quest for truth, we shouldn't ask, can the creeper do this? Instead, we should ask, why can't the creeper do this? So here's a quick list of factors that must be true for this theory to be valid. 1. The creeper is bound for 23-year periods, unable to feed during those periods. 2. The creeper is awake and active during those 23-year periods. 3. He is able to manipulate his environment and move things with his mind. And 4. Simply put, the creeper chooses to thrive within the rules by which he is bound. Now I think we can all agree that the creeper is bound somewhere where he cannot feed and he cannot be amongst us for 23-year time periods. These are the rules by which he lives.
Every 23rd year, for 23 days, it gets to eat.
This fact is a given. The creeper does not lie dormant for 23 years between his feeding cycles. How would it be possible for him to create all of his artwork, all of his stitchings of bodies, all of his booby traps, all the work on his truck, the carvings of tables, everything that he does, putting the bodies up on the ceilings of his layers? How could he possibly accomplish all of that in his 23-day feeding periods? It's especially unlikely since during his feeding periods, he's rushing around to feed. There wouldn't be time left for him to do all the other intricate things that he does. Additionally, the rules don't say that the creature has to lie dormant for 23 years between feeding cycles. We only assume this because of the ending of Jeepers Creepers 2. The rules only state that every 23 years for 23 days it gets to eat. That means that for the rest of the time it does not get to eat. I think we can also all agree that the creeper can clearly move things with his mind. We've seen this in all three of the movies. The question becomes, what is his range? How far away from him can he move these objects? If we believe the creeper can move things at least 40 or 50 yards from where he is, then this theory becomes valid and absolutely possible. Lastly, do we believe the creeper is looking for ways around the rules by which he is bound? Absolutely he is. So considering these simple facts and common sense assumptions, it is likely the creeper is a vicious predator all the time and not just every 23 years for 23 days. So we have to ask, do you believe that this is possible? Are you safe when it is not the creeper's 23-day feeding period? Are there not hundreds of unsolved mysteries every year where people go missing and are never found? Now we know Jeepers Creepers is fictional and that it is not created around facts, and that the creeper isn't real. Probably. But you should still be careful of all the rusty old trucks you see sitting in a field or in an old barn with the doors open. Because it might not just be a harmless rusty old truck, but rather a trap set out to ensnare you so that you can help keep the creeper occupied during his 23-year wait to feed.